10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I'm still watching the market's reaction. I'm really shocked that we had the initial down 250, 260 Dow points, and we've come back 100 points. Something is in this report that's stopping a complete sell-off at the moment. I haven't found it yet, though. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, boy, he hasn't found it yet. Here's what he doesn't want you to know and why he won't tell you the truth. We had a jobs report today that was insane. 500,000 new jobs. That's a real problem. That's right. It's a problem for the Federal Reserve. See, the Federal Reserve wants you to lose your job. That's their job, is to get you to lose your job. Because if they get you to lose your job, what they're saying is, well, then if people don't have a job, they're not going to spend, and therefore inflation is going to come down. See, and that really makes me grumpy. Either these people are so stupid, okay, or they're just big liars. That's not where inflation comes from. I talked about this yesterday. Imagine they're saying we got to really work on this. We got to get people to get fired. We got to get more layoffs, so inflation will come down. No, inflation comes down if Congress stops spending. I mean, my God, the ridiculous spending they're doing. The hiking trail, millions of dollars for the hiking trail. They want to put Obama's wife's name on it, and a museum for the what's it called, the LGBTQ, a museum, and on and on and on. I mean, it's unbelievable. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on here, why the market's not down more. He says he doesn't know why, so let me help him out. Because this morning with the 511,000 jobs, the market should be down now about 800 points. That's right. So they interfered. Who's they interfered? They interfered in the free market. It's called the plunger team. The President of the United States, the chair of the Federal Reserve, the chair of the Treasury, the chair of the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, the chair of the SEC. They get together on the first Friday of every month when the jobs reports come out. And they control if the market's going to go up or the market's going to go down. They knew the market was going to go down at least 800, maybe even 1,200 points today. I mean, that's huge. That's unbelievable, that amount of jobs. That's really bad for inflation, okay? Really bad for inflation. Meaning the Fed's going to look at it as, oh boy, this is really bad. This is really bad. So what they did, and everybody's thinking like that, this is bad for the market was going to tank. So they went in and bought futures. They went in and bought index futures this morning before the market opened. Because when that number hit the tape, I saw it go down, boom, bam, right down, 278. Good. We're going to open up down 500-600. And then boom, it went positive. I said, what? And that's when he came out and made that stupid statement. Here's another stupid statement.
And so it's those individual stories and very much the animal spirits that are driving those markets rather than, as you say, the real data that, economists and us spend quite a lot of time analysing. That's not what's driving markets.
Animal spirits don't drive the market. What's driving the market right now is the plunger team. What's driving the market is the short covering. See, they want you to believe that something changed in the last 90 days. Remember, the stock market crashed in November of 2021 and January 2022. And I say the stock market, I'm talking about the leadership since 2008, which is the NASDAQ. That dropped. That's what dropped. And the reason that the NASDAQ dropped, because for 13 years, every time the market pulled back just a little bit, they would print money, buy treasuries, bring interest rates down to zero, loan the money at zero to the corporations. They would buy their own shares, reduce the amount of outstanding shares, pushing up earnings artificial and pushing up profits artificial, which they didn't have, and it pushed up the stock market price artificial. And that's why the valuations are so high that you're not seeing the institutions in here buying these stocks. See, everybody believes that we got all these buyers coming into the market. No, you're being lied to. We don't look. What drives the market is the institutions. You got your hedge funds, insurance companies, investment banks, pension funds. You got what we call smart money. They're not buying this. Are you out of your mind? They're not buying into this market. All they're doing is covering their short positions. That's what makes it go up, and then it's going to stop. They knew that this morning when they saw that big 511,000 jobs. They go, oh my God, the market's going down 1,000 points. So they jumped in. So in the last 90 days, when that NASDAQ dropped about 90 days ago, or the bottom was set in, they're calling the bottom October, was set about 90 days ago. Everyone said, that's the bottom. All right, so let me ask you, what changed in 90 days? That's not a long period of time. Why would the market, the NASDAQ, all of a sudden go down and then not go down anymore, turn around and go right back up? This is crazy. See, the reason that the market went down, the NASDAQ went down, and unlike the market crash we had in 2018 and the market crash we had in 2020, where 2018, after 16 weeks, I think it was, it rallied right back up, captured back all its losses, and then went on another 54%. 2020, market dropped about 30%. Over 6 weeks, went right back up, captured all those losses, and went on for 123%. New high, all new highs. When we started to drop in November and in November 2021, January 2022, we went down 38%. It couldn't rally because there was no more QE. It was gone. It was over. So what's happened now is the people who made that money at the end of the year, okay, when the new year comes, they just cover their short positions. So like this year here, when this year ends, we have 11 categories in the stock market. When this year ends, whatever category is the worst, beaten down, we'll turn around and we'll buy those stocks when they flip the page to January. It's been doing that for 50 years. That's why the market's going up, but they're lying to you, telling you, oh, no, it's going up now because things are good because inflation, we can see inflation's pulling back. Even if that was true, if inflation was peaking, remember, the damage that was done, all this massive money printing, $123 trillion. We haven't fixed the damages. It's like a war. Yeah, the war ended, but it takes years to fix the damages. It's the same thing with the stock market. One of the biggest problems with the stock market is every interest rate hike, it takes 12 months for it to take an effect on the market. So for this market to turn around after it crashed 9 days later is ridiculous. People are going to get hurt. Or when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. If you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The strongest job growth in history, the lowest unemployment rate in 54 years, manufacturing rebounding at a faster rate than in the last 40 years, inflation coming down, real wages going up, but moderately going up, not going through the roof, the economy growing at a solid clip. Put simply, I would argue the Biden economic plan is working.
No, it's not. Let's go through the numbers. Okay, he's saying that the GDP, our economy is growing at a solid clip. No, it's not. Here's how they rigged the GDP number. They're claiming it's 2.9%. Here's how they rig it. The GDP number, let's assume that a manufacturer, wholesaler, has made 100, they're in the business of t-shirts and hats. So they have $1 million in inventory. The next quarter, they have $2 million in inventory. Now, why is their inventory going up? Their inventory is going up because they can't sell the goods because the retail stores in the cities and towns aren't buying these shirts and hats because they're fearful of the recession and business isn't good. And wages are lousy because the value of the wages are going down. Sure, you can, and first of all, we have too many people making under $15 an hour, number one. A third of all those jobs are wages $15 and under, and the value of those jobs are terrible because the value of each one of those dollars is getting clobbered because there's no power, there's no purchasing power with those dollars. But going back to the GDP, so this is only government would do this. So they have $1 million in inventory of hats and T-shirts. The next quarter, they measure it again, they have $2 million. Now that tells someone with common sense that we got a problem. The economy's not growing because the manufacturer of T-shirts and hats not selling them. That the stores, the retailers, the stores out there in the country are not buying T-shirts and hats because business is bad, the economy's bad. Only the government would count it as the economy's growing. So at the next quarter, he goes from 1 million to 2 million. Now we got 3 million in inventory. Now they go nuts. Look at our economy. Our GDP is now 4%. We are growing gangbusters. They only count inventory as growth. And as I said, wages continue to lose value because of the 40-year high inflation. And a third of all workers are making less than $15 an hour. Let's go back to what's important here is that let's talk about in the last 90 days. Everyone's all excited about the tech stock going up. Tech stocks are going up. Everybody's shifting back into the tech stocks. They're shifting out of value stocks like Caterpillar and the banks. They're all going back to the big tech stocks. That is not happening. That is not true. It's not what's going on. So in the last 90 days, since the NASDAQ dropped 38%, please show me what has changed to rotate the institutional buyer, what we call the smart money, the hedge funds, insurance companies, investment banks, these are the smart money. Why would they go back after they shorted the stocks? Why would they go back and get into them when the reasons for the market to drop 38%, our leader, the tech stocks, the NASDAQ heavy tech stocks, why would they get in them again? They're not buying. All they're doing is covering their short positions. That's all they're doing. They're not buying. Who's buying these stocks? The people that are buying these stocks are the same people. They're the retail investor, doesn't know what they're doing. They're the same people who would go buy in a dip. These are people that we have right now. They have a historic margin accounts. What's that mean? They are borrowing more money now to buy stocks the retail customer, than they did back in the 2008, 2009. What does that mean? That means when this market starts making new lows again, they're going to get a phone call and they're going to say, "Oh, your margin account, you got to send me a check for $10,000." No, just sell my stock. Just sell my stock. And that's what accelerates the market going down. And right now we have the biggest margin account in history, which means when this market starts crashing, and it will, especially these tech stocks, it'll go down really fast. I think we'll go down 30, 40% really quick because of the margin accounts. But the short covering is what's going on here. Look at, if you look at these stocks, the tech positions, they're not shifting their money into. They're not saying, "Hey, look, I'm going to come out of my value stocks and I'm going to go buy big tech stocks." That's not what they're doing. Why? Why did these stocks go down to begin with? Rate increases. Aren't they continuing? Yes. In other words, the same bad things that caused the tech stocks to go down 38% from November 2021, January 2022, is the same thing. Nothing's changed. So you got the rate increases continue, the weak dollar, that's reducing all their overseas profits. They're getting killed, the tech companies, because of the weak dollar. The supply chain issues remain a major problem because Mayor Pete, that dope, is so incompetent. Okay, he can't fix it. The increase in transportation cost is going through the roof. The increase in cost of materials are still going up. And even if these costs came down a bit, even if it came down 20%, it's still very high. Advertising revenues, which is a big thing for a lot of these tech stocks, they're getting killed because companies are cutting their advertising. But these are the same reasons that took the market down 38%, and these are the same reasons that are in 2023. So why would they go up? They're not going up. That's only short covering. Now, these large institutional investors are continuing to shift from these NASDAQ growth tech. Now, listen to what I'm saying. The truth is they are shifting from these NASDAQ growth tech stocks that give off profits out in the future to value stocks. Why are they buying value stocks? Because they're looking, these institutional investors, what they're looking for is immediate cash generation. Now, that's why they're not back into those NASDAQ stocks. It's only short covering. They want immediate cash generation right now. That's why you buy value stocks. This is a big farce.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is volatile, how do you invest intelligently?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's no need for you to be panicking in a market that goes up 800 points one day, 700 points, then it goes down again. All you need is good advice, need good direction. You don't get that from your CNBC and the Fox Business and all these crazy shows. You don't. Here's what you get from them. Thank you, Jim Cramer. But this is something that this really bugs me. Listen to this.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What? Their responsibility is to their partners and shareholders and not to you? Check my site out, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. philsgang.com. It works.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, you know, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on their show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with philsgang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's www.philsgang.com and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
Okay, thank you, Steve. You know, if you were our member, you know these tech stocks you're chasing now and you're going to lose money on? You'd have been making money. In other words, you would have got in at the right time. And you'd be selling into them now, not buying them now. Anybody who bought these tech stocks in the last few days, you're going to lose money. Just like you do when you bought on the dip. And I warned you, don't buy on the dip. Because, again, all these stocks that we bought, Okay, and we're in Meta and Nvidia and Microsoft, Amazon, Google. We bought all these stocks. Broadcom. Did I miss one? Nvidia. A whole bunch of them. We bought them, started in November, and then we really ramped up in January. So in November is when I think we bought 2 in November, 1 in December, and the rest of all November 6th. And I think, November 6th, I think that's where we bought Broadcom, Meta, Adobe, Microsoft, Google, Apple, and Amazon. Because I told my members, I said, there's going to be a tremendous short covering. Because I've been doing this business long enough that every time that you have a bad sector, when you flip the page to January, everybody who shorted them, they have to buy those stocks back, and they move up rapidly. That's called the short covering rally. But they're not going to tell you the truth. They want you to believe that everybody is going to be switching now out of the value stocks to the tech stocks. That's not true, because we still have the same problems that took this market down 38%. The NASDAQ heavy market is still here. Rate increases, weak dollar, reducing overseas revenues. Supply chain issues are still with us. Increased cost in transportation, increased cost of materials still with us. Advertising revenues are down big time for these tech stocks because budgets are being cut. And these same reasons why the large institutional investor are continuing. Remember, they're continuing to shift. Okay, they're continuing to shift from the NASDAQ growth tech stocks that give off profits in the future. See, people buy big tech stocks because they don't have to have earnings. They don't have to have profits for the stock price to go up. What they do is they give you profits. They give profits off in the future. Well, that doesn't work right now with these tech stocks. So the big institutions are shifting out of those stocks, and they're buying value stocks that give institutional investors immediate cash generation. That's what they're looking for. So the lie is, when you're seeing the market go up, they're all telling you how everybody's running back into the tech. They're not. They're not. That's just short covering. And the only people that are in there, okay, are the herd mentality. The same people buying the dip. Now, think about this. They're wrong again. The fake Business News Network, they're always wrong because they lie. Okay, these jibber jabbers, including Wall Street, those gangsters, the Federal Reserve, those gangsters. Okay, they've always been wrong. They were wrong about inflation being transitional, weren't they? No, transitory, right? They were wrong about that. And let's talk about the recession. The same people who got the recession wrong, they're the same people who got that wrong. And remember, when they're saying there was we're not in a recession, remember, a recession kills tech stocks, and that's why the stocks came down 38%. And while they're coming down, they're lying to you and saying, oh, there's no recession. Of course there's a recession. We had 2 back-to-back quarters that were negative. They're always called a recession for the last 100 years. But this time they didn't want to call it a recession. But guess what? They call it what they want. But the tech stocks got killed. They went down 38%. So why would we be so lucky to think these same nincompoops, who got everything wrong, okay, that we're not going to be so lucky that they got it right this time? Are you kidding? What are you, nuts? They haven't got it right. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, let's say we are seeing signs where inflation is coming down a bit. And we're seeing that. We're seeing it in used cars. We're seeing it in gasoline. But it's still very high. It doesn't matter. It's like a guy stabs you with a 12-inch blade or a guy stabbing you with a 20-inch blade. You're still dead. It doesn't matter if it's 12 or 20. It's the same thing with inflation. You're still dead. And we have an interest rate delay. All these rate hikes have not helped us yet with inflation. It takes 1 full year for every rate hike to take some effect on inflation, a whole year. So remember, these are the same people who are responsible for what happened in 2008 and 2009. Please remember that. These geniuses are the same people who were wrong about 2008, 2009. They were the same people who were responsible for more than $19 trillion of our household wealth to evaporate. These are the same people who are responsible for $8 trillion of our stock wealth to evaporate. And these are now the same people who are responsible for the losses you're taking in your tech stocks that you didn't get out when I was telling you to get out. These are the same people. So why are we going to be so lucky to think they're smart this time? They're right this time. These people don't do what's best for us. They do what's best for the Federal Reserve, for Wall Street, for Congress, for the investment banks, because those guys are our owners. They're our owners. They own us. They own everything. They don't work for us. There's nobody working for us in Washington. There's nobody on Wall Street working for us. So if you want to make money, and here we are, this is no lie, you can check it out. Our stocks, our tech stocks are up 18%, 42%, 12%, 22%. Our gold stocks are up 68%. But forget the gold stocks. The tech stocks, we bought those when nobody else was buying them. Now we're going to get out of them. Now this gives us a great opportunity to sell these stocks at a high price. That's exactly what the institutions are doing. Remember, the institutions, when all of a sudden they cover those short positions and all of a sudden the prices go up, they get their clients out at a higher price. They did that with the dot-com crash. They did that with the housing crash. That's what they do. When you get these big rallies like we got right now, you'll be lied to. Oh, this is it. We're on our way now. Everything's fixed. No. They take this opportunity, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, to get their clients out, their pension funds, their big clients out at higher prices, and then the retail customer gets screwed. Because they always get caught in the crash. You won't get caught in any crash with us. In fact, every crash, you'll be making money because you'll be selling short. I mean, this is insane. It's insane. So just understand this. Anybody with a brain is not going to switch out of value stocks where you get cash now to tech stocks where you got to hope in the future you'll make some money. Are you nuts? Join my gang free for 10 days. Go to my homepage, philsgang.com, where it says get started. Oh, this is nuts.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, listen to my radio show on my podcast, YouTube, Rumble, Apple, Facebook. Okay? All right. Now, listen to this.
Taking blame for inflation? No.
Why not?
Because it was already there when I got here, man. Remember with
I got here, man. It was already here, man. No, it wasn't. Here's the real numbers. This guy, I'm telling you, never mind. Okay. When he took over, inflation was 1.4% January 2021. By December that same year, inflation went up to 7%. Guy's a liar. Debt, he came in, was 21 trillion. Now, almost 32 trillion. Everything he touched turns to garbage. Now, understand about the stock market. Please, if I only get one thing across to you today, the only way that these tech stocks that we already bought these tech stocks in November and early January. So I'm taking profits. My whole gang, we're continuing to take profits in these stocks. You're getting into them now, or in the last 3 days, you're going to get killed. The only way you won't get killed if the Federal Reserve turns around and decides, because Joe Biden in the State of the Union next week is going to announce he's running for president, he may turn around and say, to Powell drop interest rates back to zero. He may do that. Look what he did today. Because of the State of the Union next week, when we had the 500,000 job numbers today, that was a terrible number. The stock market should have went down at least 1,000 points, 800 points. He kept it from going down by getting together with his plunger team and buying futures to make sure it wouldn't go down. Because he's not going to have it go down when he's next week, Wednesday, I think it is, the State of the Union. So the market, the Nasdaq's down 212 points, and the Dow's down about 200 points. But we would have been down right now at least a minimum of 800 points. I also want you to understand this. Smart money is not going to buy tech stocks. Smart money, okay, is not going to sit there and buy tech stocks when all the reasons that tech stocks drop, those same reasons haven't changed in 90 days. The smart money, they're shifting that money out of tech stocks, which remember, you buy tech stocks because you get big profits, right, in buying tech stocks because it's speculative. Remember, you don't need profits in tech stocks for stock prices to go up. Value stocks, you do. But the good thing about value stocks at the same time, plus you get dividends in value stocks, okay, is that you get, money now. You get paid now. You get your, income now from those stocks. Where tech stocks, you got to buy them today and you got to look way down in the future. And when you're looking way at the future, what do you see? Every one of these tech stocks that came out showed us that their earnings are going to be worse next quarter. So how can this tech stocks be going up when we already know when they gave their earnings warnings, next quarter the earnings are going to be worse than this quarter? And the earnings are very, very bad. The earnings have been terrible. So the smart money, they're not going to turn dumb overnight. And also remember, all these same people who are giving you this lousy advice or are lying to you, they want inflation. Congress wants inflation. They don't want to fight inflation because for government, the answer is inflation. Because they create the inflation intentionally to reduce the value of the debt we owe to China, which is in dollars. And the more inflation, the more they can destroy the value of the dollar, which reduces the value of our debt. Inflation keeps our government solvent. Inflation keeps our banks solvent. That's right. They love it because they love to see prices go up, because when prices go up, people have to borrow more, and people borrow more, banks make more profits. So inflation keeps our government, inflation keeps our banks solvent. And growth stocks, okay, the big tech growth stocks, who would be in those? It makes no sense, okay? So if you want to, and right now, if these tech stocks continue to go up, do what we're doing. We're starting to sell Coca-Cola. We're starting to sell short Coke. We're selling short utilities, XLU, ETF. You want to be shorting those right now. So you want to short, especially utilities, because they're going to keep raising rates. See, remember, no one's ever came back and said, hey, we're not going to raise rates anymore. Did anybody say that? That we're going to go back to zero rates, or we're going to cut rates, or this is it, we stop? No, Powell's going to keep cutting. Keep raising rates. He made that very clear. See, the problem is they don't educate you to how the market works. What's the difference between a growth stock and a value stock? Well, we know growth stocks are tech stocks. We know that. But we also know if you're going to buy a growth tech stock, you're looking for profits way out in the future. Now, with what's going on now, with the high interest rates, he's still going to keep raising. They're going to still keep raising rates. Okay, they're not going to change that. And with the dollar strong, that's killing tech stocks revenues. So why would you buy a tech growth stock that you got to wait for your profits well off in the future? Once you switch to a value stock that gives you, the investor, immediate cash generation right now? And that's what the institutions are doing, so you're being lied to. Look, why don't you join my gang over the weekend? Just go to the homepage, and it says Get Started. And right next to that, too, it says How My Pro 2 Color Code Chart Works. That's a fabulous tool. It's never wrong. It turns green to buy. It turns red to sell. It turns yellow if you're in the process of buying. It'll warn you that the buyers are leaving. We got more sellers coming in. If you're selling a stock short, it'll warn you that buyers are starting to come in. So you're never wrong. You have access for 10 days to this Pro 3 and the whole teaching program for 10 days. The problem with the stock market is nothing. There's nothing wrong with the stock market. It's Wall Street. The worst thing that ever happened to this industry is CNBC. That's right, CNBC. People like Kramer and the rest of them. Fox Business, Bloomberg. The worst thing that ever happened to this industry. Why? I tell you over and over, because their job is to make the advertisers happy, not you. And they got to make sure, like today, Payne didn't tell you the truth. Here, do the Payne cut for me today.
I'm still watching the market's reaction. I'm really shocked that we had the initial down 250, 260 Dow points, and we've come back 100 points. Something is in this report that's stopping a complete sell-off at the moment. I haven't found it yet, though.
He knows exactly what it is. He knows the plunger team stopped it from going down. He knows that. But he's not going to tell you the truth because they don't want you to know about the plunger team. See, they don't know that they're a crime syndicate. I mean, anything Biden's associated with has to be a crime syndicate, for God's sakes. But the plunger team certainly is. When you got the chair of the Fed, the chair of the CFTC, the chair of SEC, they all get together in one room. They wait for the numbers to come out today. And oh my God, 511,000 jobs. This market's going to tank 1,000 points. No problem. Let's all vote. Do we go buy index futures? Yeah, let's buy about 20 million index futures. We'll get the market, instead of dropping 1,000 points, it'll drop 200 points. That's what they do. But see, when you do charting, you get away from all that nonsense and mess and the lying and all that crap. When you buy a stock on our charts, that's how you make money, with a chart. Because all you care about is one thing. Where is the money going? And you identify that, you'll always make money consistently. And that's what we do here. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.